Hello, Susday. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Uh, I'm starting a little bit early, so it might take a few minutes for anybody to come and join, but that's okay. Um, I was supposed to go live yesterday. Hello, baby Wilbur. um, anyway, here in Cambodia, we get a public holiday for International Labor Day, May 1st. Then tomorrow is Vesak Bochia Day, which is a Buddhist holiday. And then on May 8th is the royal plowing ceremony, which is a very interesting ceremony where there's these royal cows and they go around. And this is Spunky Monkey. Hello, Spunky. And they go around and around and around, very ceremonial, and the king presides over the ceremony. And anyway, so then after the cows have gone around this particular area a few times, then they're led over to some trays, bowls, trays, that are full of different items. There's water, there's rice wine, there's grass, hay, grass, there's beans, I don't know, a couple other things. And depending on what the cows choose to eat or not eat, then they do like fortune telling for the year. Like there's going to be floods, there's not going to be floods. There's going to be bounty or not, mostly agricultural, but, then it like portends for the nation as a whole. And there goes Spunky Monkey again. And so that's 3 holidays, boom, 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 right after like, in the middle of April, we had the Khmer New Year, which is 3 days. And so anyway, Monday was a holiday. Thursday is going to be a holiday tomorrow. And so since Monday was a holiday, when I went back to work on Tuesday, it felt like a Monday. So when I came home last night, I totally spaced out and did not realize that it was Tuesday YouTube live night. And that is Slinky. Welcome to the show, Slinky. It's 3 out of 9. We'll see who else decides to come make an appearance. Anyway, so I apologize that I did not go live yesterday, but hopefully the diehards are still available tonight, my time. And we'll see if they notice. I did schedule this about an hour and a half ago. We do not want to see your rear end. I went ahead and scheduled about an hour and a half early, so hopefully they've seen that. And then I started early. Okay, it's 9:00 now, my time, 9:00 at night. So I believe this time of year it's 10 a.m. Eastern time. Hello. Hello. It's 10 a.m. Eastern time, and California time is what? 10, if it's 10, 9, 8, 7 a.m. 7 a.m. Pacific time in the U.S. So we'll see. But okay, so what's happening in Cambodia? We've got the SEA Games starting. The the SEA Games are SEA is an acronym for Southeast Asia. And so it is like the Olympics of the region. And it's every bit as big as the Olympics. We have a brand new stadium that was just built, thanks to a lot of funding from the Chinese. And okay, phone making alerts, but everything's all right. So there's a lot of traffic in Phnom Penh. The stadium is just, on the outskirts of the city. Here are the puppies. And yeah, so the stadium's out on the outskirts, but people have to get from their hotels out there and everything. So there's a lot of traffic, but that's okay. We can live with that. And this is nice. I tutor a couple of high schoolers, the brother and sister, and the sister wrote she's really good with her English. So I said, how, would you like to write a story? So we went over character arcs and the plot and everything. And then she'd write about a chapter or two every week, and we would go over it. And if there was any kind of plot or character thing that she needed to go back and revise, I did a little bit of proofreading, but her English was still very good. And I told her that we would print, when it's all done, I would print it and she could give it to her parents. So she just sent me her finished story, because, we've been working on it for weeks and weeks and weeks. We finally got through to the final chapter, and she just sent it to me. So I'll give it a final proofreading and then print it up and as a book. And then I'll take that, Saturday, I'll be tutoring. So I'll take it with me, and then she can give it to her parents as a gift. And I hope they like that. I got to think of something new to do with her. I said, "Did you want to write another story?" She goes, "No, try something different." Okay. So I have to think of something challenging for her to do. Maybe I can find some kind of game that you practice English with. Oh, I was thinking too, we could go over like English idioms, like let the cat out of the bag or whatever, expressions that she might hear if she's watching something or in a conversation with someone, so that she'll understand the meanings of them. I did that once tutoring an adult who was a French speaker, native speaker, and she wanted more business English. So when, Google, business, idioms for business or whatever, and the list was quite extensive, and expressions we use every day, that if you're not a native English speaker, not exactly understand how the meaning would apply. In this meeting, we're going to make sure we cover all the bases. You'll be trying to figure out, okay, cover bases, baseball bases, cover all the bases. Of course, we know that means that you're just going to make sure that you talk about all the different points that you need to, all the different angles, maybe all the different situations, all the different possibilities. So I would explain kind of like, okay, well, where it might come from, in that case, I would think it came from baseball, and you have three bases. You have home plate and three bases, and you want to make sure you have a team player at each base, so that if the ball comes, they can catch it, or if a runner, from the other team is running around the bases, you can tag them out, right? So you want to make sure you have all your bases covered as in someone actively watching over it. Yeah. So anyway, did that. And they found it was really useful. So that was good. Dogs are really barking. Wonder if someone's trying to get into my yard. Hang on, I'll be right back. Okay, puppies? No, I think everything's okay. I think maybe someone was just walking by or something. So what else is going on? Job is going great. Love that. Oh, here's Mama Kitty, number 4. What is this? They stop right in the middle. Yeah, you stop there. Okay, Mama Kitty. Checking it out. Sniffing around the new office. So I'm in the new house. I'm living in the new house now. That got done this weekend. Mama Kitty. Oh my goodness. We have Slinky lined up, and we also have Artemis on the desk. There you go, Artemis, the orange one. Oh, no, don't step. Don't step. Don't step on the computer. Goodness knows what might happen. Well, I haven't been buffering, so technologically, this stream is actually going really good, even though there's no eyeballs yet. But yeah, moved into the new house this weekend. Got everything from my bedroom moved over. So everything from the living room was moved over the weekend before. A lot of the stuff from the kitchen. And then there you go. Okay. And this weekend we'll do the last moving, bring everything else over. And then it's just a matter of cleaning the other house, doing a couple of minor repairs. And then that lease is actually finished on May 26th. So that'll be good to finalize the transition. But so far it's going good. A couple of hiccups sometimes where like maybe I was expecting someone to come on a Saturday, but they came on a Sunday instead, and things. But overall it's fine. Everything's going fine. I really can't complain. So yeah. Anything else in the news happening? I didn't actually look at any news stories or anything. Andy's in the house. Woohoo! Hey, I was just mentioning that I haven't had any buffering so far, so that's good. And just chit-chatting. A lot of the cats have decided to walk by. I guess your dogs are okay. They've had their walk and everybody's settled. You got some coffee. I've got water. I don't need to be drinking coffee at 9:00 at night. So That's fine. I haven't seen Chalet or Mabel yet, and so I'm hoping they're gonna join. I explained at the very beginning that what happened is because there's so many holidays right now, and Monday was tomorrow's a holiday, so I don't have to go to work, so that's nice. But Monday was a holiday, so when I went to work yesterday on Tuesday, it felt like Monday, and so when I got home, it felt like Monday night. And so I totally blanked on the fact that it was Tuesday night and for a live. And so I apologize, but that's what happened. And so I thought, okay, well, because today felt like Tuesday, right? Even though it's Wednesday. And I don't know what Friday is going to feel like because this week, I'm only working Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. And then the 8th is also a holiday. Let me see what day of the week the 8th is. Oh, wait a minute. The 8th is Monday. So I get next Monday off too. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Well, I can't complain. Oh, so what's the weather been like for you, Andy? I know you had like a freak snow, and but that I think melted away. My mom, also in California, she tells me that there's a lot of concern about the snow melt and flooding from the snow melt, and all the reservoirs are like opening up and letting out. I saw something about Yosemite was going to be closed because they're expecting the valley to flood. Something, I don't know. I feel sorry for all the little creatures, because at least the bigger creatures could maybe get ahead of the water, and kind of like keep climbing higher and higher. But like little frogs or something, where are they going to go? Salamanders, ants. I guess maybe ants go in the ground and wait until the flood's over. But do they get air? If ants go in their colony under the ground and it's covered with water, how long can they stay under there without having air? I don't know. But everything will work out in the end, I'm sure. But I always think about stuff like, and fires too. At least, deers and rabbits might have a chance of like staying ahead of the fire. I'm sure a lot of them get roasted. It's not nice. But so, gosh, what's going on? I mentioned the SEA Games, which is the Southeast Asia Games. It's kind of like the Olympic Games, but for the region. And we're hosting it this year. And let's see. Yeah, doggies are a touchy subject in the Ranchettes subdivision plots, residential near the bottom of Jimerson Mountain against railroad tracks. What? So what? You've got these ranchettes that are subdivisions, and there's near railroad tracks, and they're a touchy subject. But like, you're in the country, you should be able to have dogs to protect your property. Seems like dogs would be a natural thing to have in the country. My son sent me a message today saying, I want my dog. No, you need to be able to feed yourself, because he's always money for food. Some doggies got out killed by my fire chiefs. Some doggies got out, some other dogs got out of their house, and they killed your fire chief's dog and your neighbor's dog. Oh my gosh. What are these, like pit bulls or mastiffs or something? Your dogs are big. I would hope they wouldn't mess with, you've got big ones and the yappy ones. I would hope they wouldn't mess with the big ones. When you say your dogs get out, jump your fence sometimes. I'm guessing you're talking the big dogs are jumping your fence. But my goodness. So did the person who owned those dogs that got out and killed 2 other dogs, did they get in trouble? Or did this like just happen and there's no result happen yet? Anyway, so there's the stadium. There's a huge brand new stadium that's international size stadium for all the games and the Paralympic game. Well, not Paralympic, but the para games, whatever, SEA games. And so there's a lot of traffic of the teams going from their hotels and the fans. And it was funny, about a month ago or maybe 3 weeks ago, the prime minister announced that they're not going to charge any money for the tickets. And I'm thinking, oh my God, whoever had the concession for the tickets is probably like, having a hissy fit. But he wants everybody to be able to afford to go because people were like scalping tickets. And so he said, nope, no more tickets. It's free. After being previously injured by them, the attacking dog was a pit bull and had assistance. The pit bull had assistance from another dog. Oh, that's just horrible. Oh my gosh. And this is, oh, Mango. Hi, Mango. Mango. This is Mango. Mango is the one that I had adopted. Oh, looks like losing some skin there, or fur, I mean. But yeah, Mango's the one that I adopted. Yes, we demanded they be put down, and the owner agreed to have all 3 put down, sad all around. Yeah, that is. But when a dog turns vicious, then they get that taste for blood, right? And so they can't change, I believe. That's sad. Yeah, but lucky for those dogs that they're getting put down with and not being attacked to death. That's horrible for the other dogs to be torn. Oh, I'm not even going to talk about it, but it's just horrible that they had to go like that. And then these dogs get the easy way out. But at least nobody has to worry about it happening again. Yeah. Get the sleepy seeds out of your eyes. So Mango is the only cat that's allowed to go outdoors because that's what he was raised outdoors by my other friend. Another dog from the parents of the attacking dog returned home with gunshot and died. Another dog from the parents of the attacking dog returned home. Oh, so somebody had shot it with a gun. Someone had shot the dog, the parent dog, but it didn't die right away. It made it home with a gunshot, and it later died. My goodness, what kind of drama you've got going on over there. Wow. You were right when you started off saying it's like a big to-do going on. So 6 dogs are gone. Oh my gosh. It's got to be driving you crazy that your dogs have been. So now that the snow is melted, are your dogs staying inside the fence because they're not above the ground anymore? Hey, Chalet, you were sitting around here singing. Well, why doesn't that surprise me? I'm trying to keep up. I'm so behind on watching all your videos. I didn't even turn on my computer like for a whole week. I know you looked for me yesterday. So what happened? The short version is Monday was a holiday. And so when I went to work on Tuesday, it felt like Monday. So when I came home, I'm still thinking, even though in my head I know it's a Tuesday, but it just felt like Monday. And so I totally flaked. You know, you had to cry yourself to sleep last night because you didn't get to see me. I know. I wait all week. It's like, oh, should I do a live on Saturday or something, or on Friday or whatever? I'm like, oh, should I do a live? I miss everybody. And then, and I was like, no, wait till Tuesday. And then I missed Tuesday. Mabel's not doing well. She fell and hit her head, and it hurts her to text. Oh my goodness. Oh, please, shall I tell her that I'm concerned and that let's pray right now. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you so much for Mabel being part of our lives. And we just love her so, 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 so much. She has such a kind heart. And we know that she's got these issues, medical issues and health issues that she's going through. And we just pray that you touch her, Lord. Just give her comfort, give her healing. In the name of Jesus, amen. Oh, man. Okay. Now I'm blinking out a little bit. All this time, once when Andy joined, but up until then, like the first, 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes, no glitches at all. It was fine. The one about forgiveness and sorry, I saw that, if that was the last one. She was looking great in the video. Yeah, amen. Still upset. I know. You know what? I got in my recommendations when somebody else was live. It was in my recommendations. Oh, it's live, and I'm like, no, not even going to take a peek. I don't care. Totally walked away from that. But I think the problem is that Mabel is she wants everything to be okay. So she keeps reaching out for to apologize, say I'm sorry, forgive me, whatever, and then this person is not interested, and that's leaving Mabel feeling incomplete, I think, and not able to walk away from it. It sounds like not seeing that person at all, doesn't even pop up. My hasn't popped up for a long time. And then yesterday, day before, I think maybe on one of the days off, like Sunday or Monday, maybe I got on the computer because I had to get on to do something. And if I'm not getting on to do something else, then I'm leaving it closed. I don't turn it on at all. She needs some kind of closure. Yeah, exactly. And she's not getting it, and sometimes all you can do is reach out. And if that person, the other person, isn't interested in the sorry, then then that's it. That's all you're going to get. You can't, everybody's got their own free will. Yeah. Big love to Mabel for sure. Especially if she watches this later and she sees our comments, then she knows. Yeah. Non-receptive. Yeah, it happens. But anyway, so you're going to town with all the the Catanic one, where it's got the orange cat that's the female, and it's like 99% of orange cats are male, and like 99% of calicos are female. And I didn't realize this, and till the last couple of years, or maybe even just the last year. And anyway, I do have a female orange cat. Artemis is a female, so she's rare. She's really rare. How long have you been on What Did I Miss? 29 minutes, because there's a timer here, live 29 minutes. And first 10, 15 minutes I was alone. So I was updating about the SEA Games, mentioned why I missed Tuesday, mentioned that I'm almost moved in here, all the way. Andy probably wasn't on when I was talking about that. So, excuse me. A week ago, I moved, I moved everything from downstairs that I didn't need because I was still living over there. So all the living room stuff, a lot of the kitchen stuff had moved. Then after that, this past weekend, like just a couple days ago, I had everything from my bedroom upstairs moved over. Oh, the Airbnb room got moved at the same time as the living room stuff, right? And so then I got my bedroom moved over. So Sunday night was my first night sleeping here in the house. It felt great. And then tomorrow, because tomorrow is also a holiday. Thursday is a holiday. It's a Buddhist. So Monday was May Day, International Labor Day. So we got that off. And then tomorrow is a Buddhist holiday called Vesak Bochia Day. So we get that off. And next Monday is the royal plowing ceremony, which I kind of described a little bit in the beginning. And that's also a holiday. So, it's crazy. But anyways, since tomorrow's a holiday, I asked my cook if her husband and her brother would like to come and move move stuff. And they said yes. So I want to get everything out of the house. And Chalet, I know there's TikToks made of people like that they have to comment like that. It drives them nuts. Comment about what? I missed. I don't know what I was talking about. Yeah, Cat-tanic was fun. Oh, what? Make comments about the cat colors and stuff. And Cat-tanic was fun, yes. Why, thank you very much. I try to bring a smile to someone. I depend on the kindness of strangers. Laughing my A off, stream of shell consciousness. Yeah. So yeah, a lot of the cat in the car, the cat in doing yoga, the Cat-tanic. I haven't seen the other personalities in a while. They were fun. Freckle Girl and Drag Queen and everybody, Southern Belle, and you had somebody that was like New Jersey or New York, the Bronx or New Jersey, something like that. Just happened to pick up the phone, saw the notice, so must have been vibing. Oh, the comments about cats, yeah. The notice for my live. You just picked up the phone and saw the notice did come in. Yeah. Marie Antoinette. Whoa. Okay, I'm gonna have to find it. I'm gonna have to go back and find it. I'm gonna have to go back and because I need to go to your channel and then go to the shorts tab. And then I see all of them and I see which ones I've watched and which ones I haven't. And I just start watching. I go on a binge, a Chalet binge. So, okay, good. Yeah. I like her little hips moving, and she's so cute. So she was crude, huh? Yeah. I know some of them have been about politics and stuff. Oh, Andy, you know, I like 2 weeks ago, you made the comment about the Bud Light and saying, "Oh, I don't drink, but I've never drank Bud Light," and I hadn't I hadn't known about the whole Dylan Mulvaney thing yet, and I mean, I'd seen his name, I think, like on Cinema Shogun or whatever. I saw, I was like, I don't know who that is. I don't care, and I had no idea. But now I know. Now I know. I don't know if I mentioned that last week or not, but yeah, nobody drinks Bud Light anymore. Yeah, that's true, and their numbers are showing it. And now it's gotten to the fact that even it's not just bars, but convenience stores and grocery stores aren't putting in orders either, because they've got their stock, nobody's buying it, I guess, and so they're not ordering anymore. I saw a really cute meme. I sent it to my friend Bob, and he goes, "Who cares?" I'm like, yeah, that's Bob. He's a contrarian, so that's okay. And photos. So I screenshotted it. Let's see. It's got the Clydesdales. For the record, we played no part in employing Dylan Mulvaney. We Clydesdales know the difference between a stallion and a mare. I thought that was cute. Then there was this one. I'm lucky it's not backwards. Let's get the lighting right. Come on, gotta read it. Okay, I can't get the lighting right, so let me see. So it's got the picture that you saw, and it says, "When you realize they took a real black woman off a syrup bottle and put a fake white woman on beer cans." Oh, yeah, that's true. So it took men to make this happen. Very insulting to women. The whole thing. And you know what? I think it's very insulting to real trans people or and drag queens, because I think that they're lumping it up, even though they've got all the letters LBGDQ, blah, 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 right? This whole feminization thing is more like acting like a drag queen. I mean, because a trans person is someone who really feels that they're a woman trapped in a man's body, but at least they recognize they're in a man's body, that they were born male. They don't, the issues that I've ever seen with people, and a drag queen knows they're a man, but loves dressing up and acting like a woman. And they know that they're just acting. They're not trying to be a woman or claim that they're a woman. They know they're a man, but they just like dressing up and singing and dancing and, and cross-dressers as well. They're cross-dressers aren't drag queens. Drag queens are pretty much stage oriented, right? Cross-dressers then are tend to be private, but they just like the feel of women's silky lingerie or whatever. They like that, and they want. And a really good friend of mine was married to a cross-dresser, and she didn't care that he was a cross-dresser. She cared that he had lied to her, that like pretending that he wasn't one, but when he was one, right? and the betrayal that she felt came from the lying and not being for whatever reason, not feeling that he was able to be honest with her, and then she had to find out, you know um, and she wrote a book, and I helped her with her book, and editing her book for her, and then she started a website that to be a community for women like her, a support group of wives of cross-dress. I think it was called Cross-Dressers Wives, and stuff. So it's like I'm not unfamiliar with the issue, and there's no animosity towards people that are, if they're being real. But you don't and this whole, but it's so people like Dylan Mulvaney. I saw a video that somebody did showing how he's been obsessed with Audrey Hepburn since like 2013, at least, like on his videos, before he started this saying that, now he's a woman thing, that he's had plastic surgery. You've seen how he dresses to be like Audrey Hepburn and stuff. And he's actually had this obsession for a long time. And wanting to be Audrey Hepburn is not the same as wanting to be a woman. It was just the whole thing. The whole thing is so weird. Let me see what you guys are saying here. It just occurred to me that I should text Mabel and let her know you're on. I just haven't wanted to bother her. Yes, please. I have no way to text her. So yes, please. If you send a text, if she hears the notification and she doesn't want to be bothered, she doesn't need to look at it. If she looks at it, but she's not feeling good and doesn't want to join, that's okay too. Right? But at least she has the information. So yes, please. It's also very dangerous. More than that, all the hubbub was revealed foreign ownership. Yes, I heard I don't know if it's Belgium or what, but some place in Europe actually owns Anheuser-Busch. Yeah. Great American Beer, and so many labels under their control. Oh, Heineken is the Netherlands. St. Pauli Girl, Madeo, Corona, many more big name labels. Yeah. There's these conglomerates that are just like, media is all owned, by just a few, two or three corporations. And you look at something like Procter and Gamble, like Kellogg's or Post or whatever, that's got the foods, whichever one has all that. It's all getting they keep all the brands, but they're all owned by a corporation. Men going into women's locker rooms, bathrooms, prison, it's beyond ridiculous. Yes, keep that fetish in the bedroom, please. Don't bring it to our classrooms and read a book about it. Yeah, like story time. Lord, I could write a book about my ex. Yeah, me too. He's just an actor and he doesn't talk like that. Yes. He wants to normalize the bulge. Yeah, I've heard that too. Like there was a video clip of him talking about the tuck and how painful it is. And so you should be able to be a woman and not have to hide the bulge or whatever. It's just, I don't know that he even believes the stuff that he's saying, that he just wants to be outrageous and get, because it's like the, bad, so there's no publicity as long as you're getting publicity. It says it should be illegal if anyone uses the wrong pronouns. They did that in Canada. I think they did that. And then, in English isn't friggin' the only language in the world. In fact, if you look at like all the different languages that are being spoken, I mean, English isn't, thank goodness in Cambodia people speak English and want to speak English. So, I'm at an advantage there. But, if you look worldwide, I mean, by population, it's probably Chinese that's most spoken in the world, right? But so many other languages, and I'm so glad English doesn't have all these like male and female, or masculine and feminine, they call it, right? Like a chair or whatever, becomes like a chair is feminine and a table is masculine or whatever, like what for Spanish you have los and las. The word the has a masculine and a feminine. So it's like you start talking about these pronouns in English, but how that affects other languages, it's just so, it's like being punked. Yeah. No way. What the F? Well, what else do you expect from Castro's son? If anybody doesn't know what that is, that's Trudeau in Canada. Is related to, is it his son or his nephew? Was Raul his father or was Castro his father? I don't know. But yeah, there's a relation with Castro for sure. I knew things were going to be odd after Venus and Serena in tennis. Just because of their names or what? They did. Are they both female? Okay. I've always known them to be sisters. But has something come out that I don't know about that maybe they're brothers or something? I don't know. You're saying he's the son of Castro. Yeah, that could be. You think they're guys? Question mark. Yeah. So Chalet's asking you the same thing. A son. One of them is a son. I know what, because of Thailand has a lot of lady boys. Right. So what I learned when I first came to Southeast Asia is like your shoulders, men in general have wider shoulders than women, and the feet, because men's feet are usually bigger than women's feet, and you can't change your feet and you can't change your shoulders. And so I'd just say that, like with the tennis, I think at least one of them had very straight. People talk about Michelle Obama, if it's Michael or not. I don't know. I don't have it's kind of like I don't really care. It's horrible, but I don't really care. But I do remember, like, every time there's a presidential election and you have your primaries, you have all these people running that like you'd never heard of before. Who heard of Obama before? Unless you lived in Chicago or in the state of Illinois. I had never heard of Obama. Like, who's this guy? But there was some kind of rally, or maybe it was the Democratic primary and he won. I don't know what it was, but he brought out his wife and daughters. Okay, we'll just say that's because at the time, his wife, daughters, and I was like, they're gonna win, because she looked like a first lady. She just had that regal look, and I was like, oh my gosh, they're gonna win. So Big Mike, yeah, possibly. Name alone was like that. Wait, his name alone was like what the freak. Soros was his member. Yeah, like Obama. I was like, Obama? What name? What kind of name is that? President Obama of America? what? You know, I mean, and he won. Now it's okay, President Obama. Same thing with Biden, even Trump. It was like, oh my gosh, if Trump wins, what kind of name for a president is that? You know, to be honest, I mean, if, yeah, Hussein Obama, yeah, which is very Hussein. Hussein's a common Muslim name. Trump is a trumpet. Yeah, yeah. He's always been very loudly speaking his mind. That's for sure. Even before any of this presidential stuff. You know what's funny about Trump? He's got these tiny little lips. He's like tall and big, and these tiny little lips. What? But because there was it was a short, a YouTube short, and so it was like rolling all these pictures of Trump being younger. You know, it was about Barron, and so it was just showing pictures of Trump and Barron and Trump and Barron, right? And I thought, oh, Barron's so lucky he got his mother's lips. Yeah, it was right after the Iraq thing, and to have the name Hussein was just weird. It was weird. It was weird. Big Mike, I heard, played football like defensive tackle and was well-known person in that town. Had many trans doctors' offices. Yeah, I've heard that there's evidence about it. Dave Joan was off because she said it. Offed. Joan Rivers. Yeah, that's possible. She definitely was speaking her mind and not afraid to. She'd never been afraid to say things that were controversial. Yeah, offed. I don't remember how she died. I mean, what was said to be the cause? I don't know. But whatever the cause is said to be, there can always be something triggering it. It's true. She said everybody knew. That was the interesting thing about Q, is that I felt like when it was kind of kicking off that it was getting people talking about like real things and serious things like the human trafficking and child trafficking and things like that. And nothing really happened. I mean, there has been activity of, you know, human trafficking rings, child trafficking rings being busted and things like this, but nothing on the scale that, like, no celebrities and stuff, politicians, celebrities. They're all still, oh, they've got a boot. Oh, they're clones. Oh, they're in Guantanamo Bay, blah, 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 which is just, you know, even whoever Q is doing the Q posts never said any of that. Just everybody else was saying that. A simple procedure gone wrong. Obama on the cover of Newsweek as first gay president. Oh, I missed that. Wake up call. I think stuff is happening. Well, it'd be nice. Certainly a backlash with the Dylan Mulvaney thing. Wouldn't that be amazing if that kind of kicks stuff off? It's not everything, I think, that's to distract. I don't mind the distraction if it hurts the left. Yes, Q, real or not, did bring attention to many evils. Exactly. Let it drive them nuts. Well, people are being driven nuts, that's for sure. I think on both sides. But see, that's the thing. There's like so much division, you know, left and conservative and liberal and everything. used to be get debates, but you would be talking. And now people can't even talk, you know. Sad. But hey, we're Gen Xers, so we're doing good. We're doing all right. Oh. Did you get a text back from Mabel? Text. Oh, Mango wants to go outside. There's definitely some weird stuff in the air. I'm telling you, I feel like I'm in a trance sometimes. Have there been a lot of the chemtrails going on? We used to have them here in Cambodia, which was a scary thing. That it's like, it's not just Americans that, like the CIA or this or that and DARPA and everything. It's not just that. It's worldwide. And if it's worldwide, who's in control of that? Mabel's not responded. Okay, well, hopefully she's just sleeping and getting some rest. It's crazy times. Yes, it is. Indeed. So I'm glad that I haven't been buffering, but I'm still quite afraid to try and do the share screen thing, which would be a lot more fun. I think we'll just keep going at this pace until maybe June or July. And I should be able to do a computer. Really, not the Wi-Fi as much. I mean, the Wi-Fi could be part of it, but I think it's also the computer. And I've already tried, using thumb drives and taking stuff off and trying to clean it up and everything, and it's just not enough. So it's a Lenovo Yoga 710. You can see, and it's oh, there you go. Now it's starting to buffer. It's designed to keep everything on the cloud, and then you'll have your programs that you want to run on the everything saved in the cloud. And I don't trust the cloud. I mean, it's okay sometimes. Mm. Yeah, sorry for the buffering. Might need to end it after the hour. High fructose corn syrup. Yeah, it's not only in America. No, it's everywhere. Everywhere that you have a supermarket, it's full of the same brands and stuff. Nestle's here. Nestle's really big, and there's more than Nestle for the powdered milks, like the formula, right? And what they all do, like here, is it's like when you're pregnant, you take this powdered milk so that the baby grows good inside of you. Then when you have the baby, you use this powder milk because it helps. There we go. Once they're a child, then it's like, okay, you give them this powdered milk because it helps their brain for school. So your whole life you're drinking this powdered formula, which is like partially hydrogenated oil and stuff. It's like so bad for you. Yeah, they add nutrients, but that's because they're adding nutrients to like cardboard or whatever, Canada blindly, thinking that the EPA and Environmental Protection Agency and the food, who does the food? FDA, the Food and Drug Administration. What a bunch of baloney that is, And then I'll never forget, I was still in the US, so it had to have been before 2007. And I believe it was in Arkansas. Tyson Chicken comes from Arkansas, is a company from Arkansas, Bill Clinton. And they gave a bit, they wanted to buy a particular smaller family-owned business that processed chicken because they wanted the extra plant in that area. Like they provided the chicken burgers or chicken strips or chicken nuggets to schools for school lunches. And there's a salmonella outbreak. Got to shut down the plant. Got to kill everything. And then, so they went bankrupt, and then Tyson bought them. Bad stuff. And that's one that we know about. How many times stuff like that happens that we don't even know about it? So Andy, been hearing all of these food processing plants, egg production, cattle deaths, derailments, active shooter, mass casualty stuff. Sounds like a war to me right here in front of us, disguised. Yeah, totally. And at least the Heinz ketchup, what, has high fructose corn syrup? Skippy Buffalo skips audio. I know. I shut up. I see when it stops, so I shut up and wait for it. Yeah, FDA. Yeah. BS. Yeah. Who's a good mango? You want to go outside? You should mango. Yeah. Well, we've had a good ramble so far. I'd kind of like to keep going, but it looks like the buffering's kind of starting. Maybe the computer's getting hot. I'm trying to feel it without pushing the buttons. I think maybe it's starting to overheat. Maybe that's why it's buffering. And anyway, I should let Mango go outside. He stayed inside last night because it sounded like a storm, but it just blew over and nothing really happened. It didn't actually rain. I thought I was keeping him in for that, and then wake up this morning and it didn't rain. So he's afraid he's going to get locked in overnight again. So I should go let him out and go say hello to the dog. Had pizza for lunch/dinner this afternoon. So I saved some of the crusts for the dogs. Mango, that's a great name. Yeah, this is Mango, and he's orange. Reminds me of the Saturday Night Live character. Mango does? Well, the dogs are barking. Something's going on. I remember Mr. Bill. I'm not sure which. Mango. I don't know which character you're thinking of. Mr. Bill. Oh no, it's Mr. Bill. No, Look it up. Oh, mango. Okay. Should we try really quick? Let me see. Saturday Night Live. Is that Jimmy Fallon? Oh no, it's the other guy that kind of looks like him. Says his name is Chris Kattan. Mango is a male exotic dancer who performed in a strip club. He said that the inspiration was Marlene Dietrich. Oh goodness, with a pink shirt. I wonder if Dylan Mulvaney got his idea from this guy too. You know, to pull a stunt like that, like it's just acting. Let me see. Yeah, it's mango. It comes up. You want me to try and share the screen? I'll try and see what happens. Commercial sabotage for takeover. Yes, yeah, that's what I was talking about with Tyson Chicken. In Southern California, off Huntington and Newport, reported sewage spills from the city drove the beachfront prices down. Now big time hotels on the Pacific Coast Highway. They'll do it. They'll do it. Okay, so I'm going to share the screen. Share this one. Do I need to click on it? Oh, there it goes. So that's Mango from Saturday Night Live. And the guy's not Jimmy Fallon. He's Chris Kattan. So, yeah, you know, and quite honestly, I think that Pam was onto something when she was talking about all those water rights and stuff up in like with the Kylie Rodney case. Which would have been similar. All right. Well, Chalet, please tell Maven I'll be praying for Maven. I'm Maven. Tell Mabel I'll be praying for her, and I hope that she's feeling better. And everyone needs water. Yep. Yeah. And they want to own the water too. You got like Monsanto and Nestle wants to own the water. Monsanto wants to own the food. Monsanto. Sad. It's a sad situation. Da, 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 da. Is that sorry never seen? Sorry seems to be the hardest word. I think you sang that one recently. And it's a sad situation. We will relay. Alrighty. And I'll do my best because next week, Tuesday, I'm gonna be off on Monday as well. So I will do everything I can to make sure. Yes, and you just sang it. Yeah. I saw it come up. I don't think I watched it yet, but I saw the notification. It said I need to do a binge watch and catch up on everything. So you should put them. You should put all the songs like in a playlist, and then I can go to your playlist and hit play, and it'll just play all the songs, and I wouldn't have to like click on each video. I don't know if we can make a playlist of shorts or not. But all right. Yeah, the songs are all under videos. But if you make them into a playlist, then you can play them consecutively. You just hit play once and it'll play everything in the playlist. There's no way for me to separate them. I've tried. The shorts, not good enough. I wish it wouldn't let me like categorize it. Does categorize. Oh, it does categorize, but not good enough. Yeah, but you can make a playlist with your own videos or with somebody else's videos. You know, like I've got like my swimming. I used to go to this like water park, but like when they opened at 10 a.m., just so that I could float around the little river part. Nobody else was there, and they had like this stupid modern rapish kind of music. And I said, so I made a playlist of songs that I like, kind of lazy, fun songs, and then all they needed to do was go to my YouTube channel and play the playlist over the speakers, and I got to listen to my music as I was going around, you know, because I made and that was just everybody else's music videos, right? Not my own videos. But then even like the Real Cambodia, I put all of those in a playlist. So that's how it works. It'll try. Yeah. You can do it with your own videos. Yep. You can go to my channel and see samples of the playlists that I have, because a lot of them are public. I do have some private ones too, so that they're not seen on the channel. But yeah, if that helps. But I'm sure that there's some kind of tutorial video on like how to make playlists. How to make YouTube playlists. All right. So I'll see everybody next week. Have a great week. And I should probably be able to do a house tour by then as well. All righty. So see you next time. Catch you later. Bye-bye.